Hi guys, I'd just like to show you a few resources before I get started. So there's this one which I've got the links in the description below, but this is the BBC Basic Manual for the Agon Light. I've only just recently found that, so I thought I'd link it. Another one is a good friend. He's got a YouTube channel and he goes through the workings of the Agon and some very useful stuff. He delves into the VDP and the VDU and the MOS commands and all that sort of thing. So yeah, have a look at his channel. I've also linked that too. Right then, this next few tutorials are going to be about sprites. So RoboGeek42 has written this fantastic sprite editor. I know Lewis from Learn Agon has touched on this as well, but it really is fantastic. It makes things simple to just make some simple sprites. So I'm going to show you how to download and get that running, and then I'm going to load a file in that I've already created, but it's just a demo one really. So click on the green button, download zip. I'm going to download it to my Agon downloads. Go there. Right. Sorry. Extract. Sector archive here. Now what I always do is I shorten the name so I don't have to type as much to load it and all that sort of thing. Just open her up, and obviously the only one I'm using at the minute is this one, Sped.bas. But I like to have everything in there because it's got the readme and everything else, so I'll show you how I go about it. I first of all rename that to just Sped. Copy. I then go to my desktop and my Agon folder, into my emulator, SD card, and I drop that into here, into the utils folder. So there it is. I won't copy it over here because I've got some files that I need. There. Just looking, I think I actually need a few more as well for this tutorial, so I will download those as well. So yeah, just put it in the utils folder on your SD card after you've unzipped it and renamed it. So I'm going to keep that open. Actually, I do need to just download mine. So if I go to, where are we? Bit Noob, and I want Agon Light for Sprites1. Let's just download that. Download the zip. We're going to put that in the Agon downloads folder again. And we'll go to that. Unzip it. Now same again, you can do it however you want, but I always I'm alright, I think I've got it. Sorry. If I go into my emulator, SD card, B, I keep them all in images. So yeah, I've got it here. Here's all the images I've created on this program, Sped or Sprite editor. So I'm just going to copy this one over to my utils folder, just so it's easy for me to load it in. So there it is, in Sped, in the Sped folder. So now, if we go up, open up, cd into the utils Sped folder, then load sped.bas, run that, and here it is, and it's great. So I'm going to load in that file. So if you do L, I always use format 1. I'm no professional in this, by the way. I've only just learnt to use it myself. I don't know all the functions, how all this works up here and everything else. I know obviously the frames and such like, but I just do one image at a time. So you press 1 and enter. Multiple frames, no. Enter. Enter file name. You can call it what you want, but oh no, sorry, I'm loading a file in, so you can't call it what you want. My apologies. So what you want to do is go into it, and it's 80a.rgb. 80a.rgb. And there it is. There's my A that I've been using on other tutorials, just thought I'd keep it similar. So this is a 16 by 16 sprite. So yeah, you can just fill this in however you want and make your own sprites. You navigate the colours with the W, S and A and D, and you navigate the grid with the cursor keys. Simple as that. Now we've got this here, we can I can't remember if I saved it or exported it. Save it. So press V, format 1, enter, multiple frames, no, enter, and then pick a file name. Obviously, in my tutorial, I've called this 80a dot red, green, blue, RGB. So let's call this one 90, just to be different. 90a dot red, green, blue. We're going to press enter. There we go. So now I've got 90 here as well. That's how you use Sped. Go and have a look at his GitHub, and he's got a bit of info on how it works and everything on there. But that's the basics. That's all I've used it for up to now. So I'm going to close the emulator down. Now here's the code for this tutorial. Where to start? So yeah, I then copy it out of the Sped folder, and then I copy that 80A red, green, blue. I copy it into a folder, sorry, in the B directory, and another directory I've put in there called images. So if you have a look at how I've got it, there's the SD card, there's my B folder that I normally use. Clicking there, I've just got another folder called images, and that's where I keep all my images. So when I'm writing code, I just know B, images, and then the file name. So this is a memory bank. You're just giving this variable the address of the memory bank that we're going to use. This is an array to load in the bitmap. So you've got a 16 times 16 times 4 because you've got red, green, blue and alpha. So that's how you get the 1024 there. Yeah. Then we're going to just proc load the sprite. So we're going to load the sprite in. Sorry, we're going to load the bitmap in. So this is a bitmap, and we're just pointing to it here. Then we're giving it a sprite number. The numbering starts at 0. So this is my first sprite. I'm going to call it 0. And then you have to give it its dimensions in pixels. So that's 16 pixels by 16 pixels. And I'm then just calling the mode, and then I'll come back to this bit in a minute. So the load function here is load a bitmap image into the VDP RAM. So I just copied this out of the examples. I don't really understand exactly how this works down the bottom, although I've got a bit more of an understanding since I wrote this code, but I'll get to that in a later video. But basically, you're getting the megabyte, the memory bank location, plus the graphics, which was the 1024. And your VDU23 is all VDU2327 is all to do with sprites and bitmaps. So there is a bit of a data sheet somewhere going about with that on it, but it's not everywhere at the minute. I had some help. I think it was from 8-bit wide on the Discord channels. I had some help to get this all working. So I don't understand all of it, but obviously this is the data that's come into it when you call the proc. That's your file name, path and name, sorry. Your sprite number and your size. That's here, width and height. This is a system call, so it's an OS command line interface call or command. So you're loading in the file name to this location basically. Then you are this is the bitmap numbering. Select bitmap n equating to, yeah, I'll cover this in a later tutorial because it's not that clear to me either at the minute. Then basically we set up the sprites. So we've loaded the sprite in. That's in memory, in RAM. Then we do these VDU2327. I'm just wondering if I've got, how I do this is in workspace. Do I have colours VDU? Sprite info text. What's that? No, that's just some links. I thought somewhere I had all the 23s, 27, here they are. These are the bitmap ones. So I'll include this file in the GitHub as well, just so you can have a read through this, but VDU2327. So 0 is to select the bitmap that you're working with. 1, load colour bitmap into the current bitmap. Yeah, just work through these and you'll see how my code's working. I've tried to do it as simple as possible and explain exactly how these explain, but it's not 100% clear to me yet. But these are, obviously this clears all the frames. So you're starting from scratch. We are dealing with sprite number 0. We're loading in. This is the number of frames of sprite. Oh yes, I remember now. This is the number of frames of sprite. We've only got 1 frame, so 0 for that. That shows the current sprite, and then 7.1 is the amount of sprites, so just 1. Then this is literally just to show it moving. It's a very simple loop, 1 to 200. the VDU2713 moves the sprite here that you've activated, or shown, sorry, 11. So you show it here, and then this moves it to these coordinates, X, X and X. And so X is going to start off at 1, so it's going to start off in the top right hand corner, and then it's going to go on the next loop, it's going to be 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5. So it's going to get diagonally down the screen until it gets to 200. 200. That's basically that. That's just a delay so that it doesn't just fly off the screen. You can actually see it. And that's all this code does. I'm going to keep it short and sweet like that, because obviously I have incorporated in the sprite editor in this tutorial. Hope this helps and explains a little bit, and hopefully we'll get to the bottom of this code down here in the next couple of videos. And now let me just show you the code. Obviously it's in the normal B drive. B drive. I picked B because it's better than C. Load demo for sprite1.bas, run. And there it is. Woohoo! First sprite moving across the screen. Yeah. You won't believe how great it felt to get that after struggling for a week until I got helped out. That's it. Thanks a lot, guys.